to 10.
2 seasons end in heartbreak for the Huskers. Softball taken down by Texas.
A single today and a ground out. This one to Martinez at short, and Texas has done it. The comeback win.
And baseball burned by the Sun Devils.
And he sends one down the line in right towards the corner with Carey. Grand slam and a statement from Smaldino.
Well, Nebraska is stopped by Arizona State on their road to Omaha, and it's over in Oklahoma City. The swing for a championship comes up short for the softball team. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. Both teams giving it their all, but falling short. Softball defeated by the defending champions, and tonight, the legendary Nebraska pitcher Jordy Fromm is finished with her collegiate career. Our sports anchor Jake Coleman brings us the highs and lows of both games today. Jake?
Mackenzie, what a tough day for Husker Nation. 2 close, hard-fought losses and 2 dream seasons coming to a close. Of course, we begin with Husker softball. Let's head to OKC for an elimination game versus Texas. Jordy Fromm got the start in the circle. She also got this game off to a great start. A solo shot, good for her 20th of the year, making history. And it was her first of the postseason. But Fromm had a no-hitter halfway through the 5th inning. And after a couple of Longhorn singles to break that up, Texas knocks in a 3-run homer over the left field wall to stun the Cornhuskers in the bottom of the 6th. Nebraska had one last chance in the top of the 7th, but ground out would end things in OKC. Ball game. Texas wins 3-1, ending Nebraska's season and a historic season in that.
There were 6 teams left standing at the start of this day, and everybody's really good, and I couldn't be more proud of our fight today. So tip of the hat to Texas, but I'm so proud of this team.
Nebraska 52-8 to close out their season. Again, your final score, Texas 3, Nebraska 1. Jordy Fromm, along with 11 other impactful seniors, all their careers coming to an end. But certainly hats off to an incredible season and career for each and every one from that senior class. Now moving over to Haymarket Park. Now Nebraska also looking to keep their dream season alive. An elimination game versus Arizona State. Loser goes home. Of course, winner moves on. But the Sun Devils took a 1-0 lead. Bottom 3, Josh Overbeek gonna go deep to left center, getting the Cornhuskers on the board. But Arizona State brought their bats to Lincoln today. They went on to score 11 unanswered runs, 4 in the 3rd, 5 in the 6th. However, Nebraska closed the gap a bit by responding with a 5-run 7th of their own, cutting the deficit to 3. But Nebraska's comeback falls short, 11-8. Your final. Here is Will Bolt. Thoughts on the season?
Sometimes you just have to do it to prove that it can happen, you know, and we did that 25 years ago when nobody thought we'd ever have a chance to play in the College World Series at the University of Nebraska. We did it, you know, and it's been 18 years since we hosted a regional. We've got the most wins since we've had since 2005, you know. These guys have laid the groundwork, but it doesn't just stop there, right? And these guys have proven time and time again that the best teams are player-led.
And as head coach put it there, the season was nothing short of success, winning their most games since 2008. So not the day for Husker Nation. Both Nebraska's softball and baseball seasons coming to a close. We'll hear more, though, from both teams later in our Sports Zone. For now, Mackenzie, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Jake. And one name will not soon be forgotten by Husker Nation. That's this player right here, Jordy Fromm, leaving her mark on Nebraska softball. Jordy, the Nebraska native from Papillion, starting off her collegiate career at Oklahoma before coming here to Lincoln. And man, she's really leaving behind a legacy with her home run today. Fromm becomes the first player in NCAA softball history to pitch in 20-plus wins and hit 20 or more home runs in back-to-back seasons. Her parents talking at the game today about the feat.
Extremely proud of her. The home run thing, that was the last thing on her mind or ours. In fact, it didn't even occur to me until you mentioned it. We're thrilled. Obviously, she struggled yesterday. You know, she's human. She carries the world on her shoulders. She wears it all. She's playing for the Huskers. You know, that's our world. That's our home.
Just some incredible stats for her. Now, her parents actually got her home run ball at the game today. And many Nebraska fans, though, will remember her for much more than the stat line. And tonight, she's reflecting on the impact that this program has made on her.
Yeah, God's fingerprints were all over this team. It was all over my story, all over my career.
And I do truly believe that the way today ended is a part of that story as well. And the fruits that will come from it later on, are things that will be revealed down the road. It really hurts right now, but just so thankful for the journey and to finish it here with this team.
Some pretty wise words there from the senior. Now, despite the devastation, Jordy and her teammates not forgetting the Husker fans who have been behind them every step of the way and who traveled down to Oklahoma City to watch their games. Take a look here. The Big Ten Network posting these photos saying Fromm was signing every autograph and taking every picture with a massive crowd of fans waiting after the game today, even after the loss. Now, that's definitely showing the true character of a Nebraska player. Well, while the loss is leaving a sting, Husker fans lifting up the team in support, including Governor Jim Pillen. Now, he's posting on social media tonight, writing, quote, Nebraskans are immensely proud of Husker softball and their historic success this year. Pillen telling the team to hold their heads high. And all weekend long, thousands of fans have been filling Haymarket Park here in Lincoln, creating a busy atmosphere and giving Husker fans a chance to experience some postseason baseball right in their own backyard for the first time since 2008. Channel 8's Emma Norwood has the story after talking with fans about what it's been like. Emma?
For so many Husker fans, this weekend feels like a dream.
Just to compete and have a good time, we're all good.
For the first time since 2008, Haymarket Park coming alive in the NCAA Regional, giving fans and Lincoln natives the chance to show off the capital city.
It's been great. They always give us a thrill, always give us a good game. Happy that these boys made it and we got to host one, and Nebraska fans come out no matter what, so it's been a great showing so far.
Ole Miss, Arizona State, and South Dakota State fans making the trip and getting a piece of the good life.
For me, it's been a wonderful experience. I mean, the facilities, for the most part, the fans, I mean, Nebraska fans really get into the baseball. I'll put it like that.
Thank you. We try.
All weekend long, lines wrapping around Haymarket Park as so many pack in to see postseason ball. And the biggest takeaway being a part of history and the friends made along the way.
Some of the best fans in sports, in college sports, are here.
Hope that they are treated well by the Nebraska people, and that they leave saying, win, lose, or draw, that they had a great experience here and that people treated them well and that they had fun.
Reporting in Lincoln, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
Yeah, that's some pretty awesome stuff there. Now, throughout these incredible seasons, our Channel 8 team has been posting, bringing you updates on the best comebacks, historic win streaks, and each moment that's been years in the making for these teams. The best way to follow along with your favorite Husker team is by downloading our Now Local News app. Plus, you can see perspectives from the fans in the ballpark. Scan the QR code there on your screen and watch our sports content all year round. Well, we had some good weather for most of the day, but now some areas of Nebraska under a severe weather alert tonight. If we take a live look outside from our network of cameras, looking pretty calm here in the capital city, but let's check out what's going on out there with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro. Dom?
Hey, good evening, Mackenzie. A couple things have changed since we spoke to you last. I know not a whole lot had ramped up in terms of severe weather potential. I know we talked about it, but starting to see some of those isolated storms that we had mentioned earlier now popping up here across eastern Nebraska. As you can see, almost stretching down from a line from Sioux City down towards Columbus and then just to the east there of Grand Island. We're going to zoom in here in southeastern Nebraska, and as we can see, we have a little storm out there, mainly to the south of York. We'll go ahead and just circle that here, and then this will continue to slowly track east then over the next little bit, and we'll keep an eye on it going forward. So far, no lightning with this, which is always good news. But again, we've just seen very isolated storms over the region, and we'll continue to monitor that going forward. We do have, though, a severe thunderstorm watch in place just north here of the capital city. That goes until 3 a.m. Central Time for Monday, June 1st. So several hours still to go on that. Lincoln not included in that watch, so right on the edge of that. So never a bad idea to be weather aware, especially as we go through the overnight hours. It's very important then to have multiple ways to receive severe weather alerts. Quick look at your high temperatures from today, though. The mid to upper 80s here across the state. We got to 86 in Lincoln, 87 out in Ogallala, and 84 for your high temperature today in Beatrice. Quick look outside here in your Allen Communications camera. Fairly calm for the moment, but as we mentioned, things could change as we go through the next couple of hours, and still under that marginal level 1 out of 5 risk here in Lincoln. Areas along the Nebraska-Iowa border now upgraded to a slight level 2 out of 5 risk. Large hail, the main concern with these storms. Maybe a damaging wind gust or two in there possible. But again, these storms are going to remain very isolated. So we'll have a better look at what this means going forward within the next couple hours, as well as our severe weather chances here for your Monday coming up in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Dom. Coming up after the break, deal in danger? The changes the president is demanding before a peace proposal can be signed for the war in Iran. Stick with us. New at 10, crews fighting a vehicle fire in the capital city. A camper is left scorched in South Lincoln tonight. Now you can see it here in just a moment in this video behind me, sent to our Now Local news app. Authorities are investigating what caused the blaze. Here's a closer look now at the scene tonight just after 6 o'clock in an alleyway near 17th and Washington Streets. Authorities blocking off the street during their investigation, and smoke could be seen rising into the sky from down the street. Firefighters spraying the vehicle, but you can see the blaze leaving holes burned into the side of that camper, and it was left smoldering as well. No word yet from officials on what caused the fire or how much damage is left behind.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, the forecast is called for isolated showers and thunderstorms for the majority of the day. And as we can take a look here, that's exactly what's going on. And almost these little pockets then just in between Sioux City there, Columbus, and then down towards Interstate 80 between Grand Island, Lincoln. If they're in a smaller storm out in far and north central Kansas too. And there's been some pretty strong storms in between Sioux City and Sioux Falls this afternoon. A couple tornado warnings out there, hail. So it's been, you know, the environment was there, especially off to our north and east. But now we're finally starting to see some of that activity ramp up here in far southeastern Nebraska. We're keeping an eye mainly on this storm for the moment just to the south of York. That's expected to continue to move here slowly then to the east, likely going to pass to the south end of the capital city and just to the north there of Crete, if it's even able to hang on that long. So we'll keep an eye on that here for you going forward. But the main severe weather threat, as we mentioned here in these pink colored counties, that's your severe thunderstorm watch. This goes until 3 a.m. on Monday morning. That's also the start of June here. That's up from Sioux City down towards the Omaha Metro next to the city of Columbus there. So just north of Lincoln and Lancaster County for the moment, but never a bad idea to stay severe weather aware, especially
where we have events like this. We're looking at temperatures then through the overnight hours. Another look then at your high temperatures for today, as we did see the mid-80s here in Lincoln, and our usual high temperatures, the low 80s, so not too much more above that. But as you can see, it's going to start to feel a little bit like summer going forward. Here's our Allo Communications camera once again, and I feel like I am on the wrong set of graphics here, so I'm going to go run over and change that real quick. But we can take a nice look here at Lincoln nonetheless. And yeah, I was just going through the exact same graphics we showed you earlier. They were so good. What can I say? But now let's go ahead and take a look here in Aurora real quick. Maybe. There we go. Sorry about that. So now back to Aurora here along Interstate 80, trying to see if I could see any lightning out of that storm. This is looking then off closer to the south, but mainly just a little bit of a breeze there. Nice view of the flag. Temperatures across the state at the moment here in the mid to upper 70s. Still very warm here in Lincoln. And as we take a closer look, lots of 70s out here, especially for 10:15. It's kind of odd to say that. So definitely a little warmer. Part of that is because it is so humid. Look at these dew points, mid to upper 60s, a few low 70s for the dew points. So there's lots of humidity here in southeastern Nebraska, and can those storms tap into it? That will be the question going forward. Here's a look at Stormcast. We'll go ahead and move out of the way here. Mainly very isolated storms along the Nebraska-Iowa border as we go through the next couple of hours. Looks to mainly stay off, though, to the east, which is good news here. But as we head then into the start of the day on Monday, things do clear out. Now as we head towards the afternoon, I have to switch sides here because we're going to focus now on the western half of the state with showers and thunderstorms developing here on your Monday afternoon and into the evening. Here's 5, 6, even 7 p.m. starting to see those showers and thunderstorms to really get going in portions of the Panhandle in southwestern Nebraska. These will try and move east and then across the state as we go throughout the day and into the overnight hours. Could have some impacts here in the capital city as these storms kind of begin to dissipate here in eastern Nebraska going forward. So it's going to linger around here into early Tuesday morning. And it's, again, something we'll have to continue to keep an eye on. That slight level 2 out of 5 risk in place for far eastern Nebraska. We're under that marginal risk here in Lincoln, where we could see isolated to scattered severe storms as we go throughout to the rest of the evening. For tomorrow, though, your main severe weather threat in southwestern Nebraska, portions of the Panhandle, all severe weather hazards possible here in this slight level 2 out of 5 risk. A marginal risk then off towards the east as we could see those remnants continue into early Tuesday morning. And Tuesday afternoon, they'll have another shot of severe weather out towards the west as well. Temperatures are going to be very warm here for your Monday, lower 90s for your highs, and then back down into the 80s with some more chances for showers and thunderstorms really as we head through the end of the week, and we're going to slowly climb back into the upper 80s again. So as we mentioned earlier, probably not a great week to head out to the pool, unfortunately, but it's going to feel like summer, especially with the start of meteorological summer tomorrow. So the warmer temperatures look to be sticking around here through the first half of June.
Oh, for sure. All right. Thank you so much, Dominic. Well, the peace proposal to end the war in Iran is at a standstill. It's been a week now since President Donald Trump said the negotiations were nearing the end, but now he's asking for some edits to the possible agreement. It comes as ABC News is learning more about service members who have been injured. ABC's Olivia Rubin explains where things stand right now.
A week after President Trump said a deal with Iran was largely negotiated, no announcement has been made. President Trump is demanding Iran reopen the Strait of Hormuz, agree to never develop a nuclear weapon, and allow the U.S. to remove its highly enriched uranium. American and Iranian negotiators believe the agreement is expected to extend the ceasefire and open the strait, but not end the conflict entirely. But Iran says its nuclear program, the issue at the heart of this conflict, isn't part of the negotiations. A source tells ABC News several troops and civilian contractors were injured from falling debris after an Iranian missile strike was intercepted over a U.S. base in Kuwait Wednesday. And with the Strait of Hormuz still shut down, the economic pain for Americans continues. This week, the stock market reaching record highs and oil prices dropping on optimism the Iran war will end soon. But gas prices are near 4-year highs, and American consumer sentiment is at the lowest level in recent history. Amanda Hamilton, a single mom in Kentucky, says the increase in gas prices is taking a toll.
I think that there's a huge disconnect between just the regular Joe, we're, like just everyday Americans, and those who hold the power to make the changes that need to actually happen for prices to be lower.
New data from Moody's Analytics shows the typical household has now spent an extra nearly $450 on fuel expenses since the war began.
Gas prices are high. They're not quite as high as they were peak under Joe Biden, but they're high. and a lot of other things are going down.
Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.
Now, with all the uncertainty overseas, the gas prices have been going up and down lately, as they just mentioned. Here's where things sit today. Citizen journalist Melanie showing prices at $4.19 at this gas station in Southeast Lincoln. You can scan the QR code there on your screen and send in a video to let us know what you're paying all summer long. When we return on the mound, what's next for the Husker baseball and softball teams? We'll be right back.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
2 seasons coming to an end tonight. Both Husker softball and baseball falling short. One out in Oklahoma City and the other right here in the capital city. That's where we begin, though. Nebraska baseball in a win or go home situation. Looking to keep their dream season alive. Elimination time versus Arizona State. Loser goes home. Winner stays alive at least one more game, that is. The Sun Devils, though, took a 1-0 lead in bottom 3. Josh Overby going to go deep, getting the Cornhuskers on the board to tie things up at 1 in the 3rd. But Arizona State, man, they brought their bats to Lincoln today. 12 hits. They went on 11-0 run from that point. 4 in the 3rd, 5 in the 6th. Nebraska does close the gap, though, by scoring 5 in the 7th, eventually cutting that deficit to just 3. But Nebraska's comeback falls short, 11-8 your final score. Here's Will Bolt and Josh Overbeek after this one.
You know, I'm so excited to see what they can do in the upcoming years of ball. Who knows what this team will look like next year, but they've seen what Haymarket Park can look like in a regional, and that's something that they'll dream about until, you know, next May, next June.
It's been 18 years since we hosted a regional. We've got the most wins since we've had since 2005. You know, these guys have laid the groundwork, but it doesn't just stop there, right? And these guys have proven time and time again that the best teams are player-led.
And as head coach Will Bolt put it there, this season was truly nothing short of success, winning their most games since 2008. And Husker softball swing at a championship came up empty today in a close one versus Texas. Let's see how it all played out in Oklahoma City. Let's head down to Devon Park, though, for that elimination game. Nebraska, Texas. Jordy Fromm getting the start in the circle and also getting this game off to a hot start. A sole shot, good for her 20th of the year, making history. And it was her first of the postseason, but Fromm had a no-hitter. Halfway through the fifth inning, the Huskers up one. After a couple of Longhorn singles to break it up, Texas knocks in a 3-run homer over the left field wall to stun the Cornhuskers in the bottom of the sixth. Nebraska top the seventh, one last go at it, but not good enough. Ball game, Texas wins 3-1, ending the Husker season, and a historic season it truly was.
There were 6 teams left standing at the start of this day, and everybody's really good, and I couldn't be more proud of our fight today. So tip of the hat to Texas, but I'm so proud of this team.
One thing that we talked about in the locker room, somebody said, Jordy, thank you for coming home and changing this program. And I said, I didn't come home and change this program. No one person can do that. It was the girls who were already here that absolutely bought into what this program could do.
Nebraska's season ends on the biggest stage in all of college softball, one game short of the semifinals. Nebraska, of course, along with Jordy Fromm and 11 other impactful seniors, all their careers coming to an end, but certainly none short of one. Hats off to an incredible season and career for each and every one from that senior class. And now before we go, Lincoln East Carter Honens taking home the Class A Boys Golf Championship. That's why he's been named our Athlete of the Week.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
Yeah, I felt like my approach play was really good. Putting was great.
Carter Honens, a Lincoln East junior, is your new Class A boys golf champion. Honens shot 8 under for the 36-hole tournament, tying the second lowest total since 1996. But despite capturing his first ever state championship, he says he was more focused on the team goal.
Kind of going up into state, I kind of had a message with the team before the tournament, like, hey, every shot matters. They're not going to give us the trophy right now. We got to go out and earn this.
This is now back-to-back years the Spartans have won the team title. This year, winning it by 6 shots. It's also now consecutive years a Lincoln East kid has also won the individual title. And Honens says that speaks to the program they're building here in Nebraska.
We've been playing with these type of guys all season and every day in practice, so it's like we know we can have confidence that, like, hey, we can beat anybody out here. It's competing with guys every day is like now we can have that confidence that, like, hey, we're the best players in the state and we compete with each other every day, and let's just go out and do our best.
Honens and the Spartans will now head into the offseason, working towards a three-peat.
And that'll do for your Sports Zone for now. Mackenzie, I'll go ahead and toss back over to you.
All right, a big day in sports. Thanks for keeping us updated, Jake. Stick with us. We'll be right back after the break.
America.
And horse races are always the best place to break out the most unique pieces in your closet. And take a look at these fashionistas. Legacy Downs at the War Horse Casino here in Lincoln, handing out some awards for the best hat and best dressed trio at today's racing events. And take a look at their wild attire here. Looks like a lot of creativity in those outfits. Love to see it. And today was honestly a great day to get out there and enjoy the warmth, watch some horse racing, Dom.
There you go. Did I see an elephant on the top? Wow. That, I mean,
an elephant on the hat.
If you will, hats off, if you will. That is a really creative choice there. So, man, you know, great weather today. Unfortunately, kind of dealing with some storm chances here as we go through the rest the next couple of hours. Severe thunderstorm watch still in place until 3 a.m. here early Monday morning. Also looking at the chance for storms as we head towards Monday night. Showers Tuesday morning. Another chance of some afternoon storms as we head into Wednesday.
All right, thanks. We'll be keeping an eye out on it. Thank you so much, Dom, and thank you all for joining us. Have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at War Horse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.
Our spending is on track.
Yes, it is. Who knows how to budget, girl? You do.
Are those your grandparents?
Yeah, we're so proud of you. So proud. We love you. They're happy tears, aren't they, Grandpa?
Make the most of money-saving May at Jensen Tire and Auto. Buy a set of 4 new tires and save up to $260 on top brands like Goodyear, Cooper, Continental, General, and Starfire. Get $20 off an oil change. Plus, save big on fluid exchanges, AC recharge service, shocks and struts, brakes, FVP batteries, and get a free 13-point summer driving inspection. Don't miss the savings at JensenTireandAuto.com. Locally owned, family business since 1973.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra. Leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra.